Let us do question number 7. The students of class 8th of a school donated 2,401 rupees in all for Prime Minister's National Relief Fund. Each student donated as many rupees as the number of students in the class. Find the number of students in the class. Now children, see in this question total money donated is 2401 rupees, 2401 rupees. Now we have to find the number of students and money donated by each student, and the condition is the number of students and money donated by each student is equal. So let number of students be x. If the number of students and money donated by each student is equal, then money donated by each student will also be x, because number of students are x. And suppose there are 10 children in the class and each student has donated 10 rupees, right? There are 10 students and each student has donated 10 rupees. So total money donated is 100 rupees. So whenever we multiply number of students by money donated by each, we get total money donated. Similarly, we get the formula number of students into money donated by each is equal to total money donated. So number of students were x, we have assumed it as x, and money donated is also x, but total money donated we know 2401. So x into x makes it x square is equal to 2401. When this square goes to right side, it becomes square root. So x is equal to square root of 2401. Now we'll find the square root of 2401 by prime factorization. 2401 is divisible by 7, it gives 343. Again divided by 7 gives 49. 49 again divided by 7 gives 7, and 7 again divided by 7 gives 1. So factors of 2401 are 7 into 7 into 7 into 7. And to find out the square root of these factors, take one number from each pair. When you take one number from the pair, the square root will be solved. So you get x is equal to 7 into 7, that is 49. If x is 49, it means number of students in the class are 49 and money donated by each student is also 49. So 49 into 49 is 2401. So I hope this is clear. Similarly, question number 8 is 2025 plants are to be planted in a garden in such a way that each row contains as many plants as the number of rows. Find the number of rows and the number of plants in each row. In this question also the same thing will be followed. Total plants in the garden are 2025. Now the condition is number of rows and number of plants in each row are same. Suppose there are 3 rows and in each row 3 plants will be planted. So total number of plants will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 3 rows and each row has 3 plants. So 3 3s are 9. So total plants we will get as 9. So it means number of rows and number of plants in each row, their product is the total number of plants. Similarly here also we know total plants, but we do not know number of rows and number of plants in each row. So if we assume number of rows as x, so number of plants in each row will also be x because both are same, and number of rows into number of plants in each row will be equal to total number of plants planted, that is 2025. So x into x is x square is equal to 2025, and this square when it goes to right side it becomes square root. So we'll find square root of 2025 by prime factorization method. So it is divisible by 5, we get 405, again divisible by 5 it gives 81, divisible by 3 gives 27, again divisible by 3 gives 9, 9 divided by 3 is 3, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So these are the factors of 2025, 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 5 into 5. So we have 2 pairs of 3 and 1 pair of 5, and to solve this square root we'll take one number from this pair. So this square root will be solved. 3 into 3 into 5 makes it 45. It means number of rows are 45 and number of plants in each row are also 45, and 45 into 45 is 2025. So this was question number 8. Now 9th question is find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the numbers 4, 9 and 10. Now we have to find the smallest number which is divisible by 4, 9 and 10. It means we have to find LCM, least common multiple of 4, 9 and 10. Smallest number which is divisible by 4, 9 and 10 is actually LCM, least common multiple. But we have to find the smallest square number which is divisible by 4, 9 and 10. So first of all we'll find LCM of 4, 9 and 10. So we are using long division method of finding 4, 9 and 10. So you can see this is the long division method of finding out LCM. So 4 divided by 2 gives 2. 9 is not divided by 2, it remains 9. 10 divided by 2 gives 5. Now again 2 divided by 2 gives 1. 9 is not divisible by 2, 9 remains 9. 5 is not divisible by 2, it remains 5. Now we'll divide, since this has 9 as one of the number, so it is divisible by 3. 3, this 1 will remain 1. 9 divided by 3 gives 3, and 5 is not divisible by 3, it remains 5. Again divided by 3 we get 1 1 5. Again divided by 5 gives 1 1 1. So we'll continue till we don't get 1 1 1 in the end. So this is the LCM of 4 9 and 10. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5, that is 180. 2 2 is a 4, 4 3 is a 12, 3 is a 36, 5 is a 180. Now you can see this is not a square number. 180 is the number which is divisible by 4 9 and 10. This is the least common multiple of 4 9 and 10. But this is not a square number. We want a square number. And why it is not a square number? Because if we see their factors, we can see 5 is not in pair. That is why it is not a perfect square number. To make it a perfect square, we need how many 5s? We need one more 5 to complete this pair of 5. So 180 is not a perfect square. To make it a perfect square, we have to multiply it by 5. So when we multiply 180 by 5, we get 900. So 900 is the smallest square number divisible by 4, 9 and 10. Right? So this was question number 9. Now coming to question 10. Again we have to find the smallest number that is divisible by 8, 15 and 20. So again we have to find LCM of 8, 15 and 20. Now to find the smallest square number divisible by 8, 15, 20, first of all we'll find the least common multiple of 8, 15, 20. So it is divisible by 2. 2 4s are 15 is not divisible by 2. 20 is divisible by 2 at 10. Again divisible by 2. We get 5. Again divisible by 2. Now by 3. And then by 5. So what is the LCM? LCM is 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 5. 5 3s are 15, 2s are 30, 2s are 60, 2s are 120. Now 120 is the smallest number. It is the smallest number divisible by 8, 15 and 20. But it is not the smallest square number. 120 is not a square number. Now you can see why it is not a square number, because if we see its factors, this 2, this 3 and this 5 is not in pair. Only this 2 is in pair. And to make it a perfect square, we need 1 2, 1 3 and 1 5. So you can write 120 is not a perfect square. To make it a perfect square, it will be multiplied by we need how many 2s? 1. If we multiply with one more 2, pair of 2 will complete. If we multiply by 1 3, pair of 3 will complete. And if we multiply with 1 5, pair of 5 will complete. If all the pairs will be completed, then 120 into 2 into 3 into 5 will become a perfect square. So it becomes 120 into 2 into 3 into 5. So 120 into 30, that is 3600. So 3600 is the smallest square number. 3600 is the square of 60. So it is the smallest square number divisible by 8, 15 and 20. So this completes your exercise 6.3. Thank you so much.